Good afternoon, darkness. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah. Hi, Luann. I can't read your name out, but hi, Krista. Good. I'm glad. I hope everything's going okay. A couple of things I wanted to straighten out. Okay. I time-stamped it because, listen, I'm just going to be real. If you're saying people have no lives, but you're on the internet doing 5-hour lives in a clip, it's a little bit of reflection you got to do there, babe, okay? Just a little. Yeah, but you got to remember that I shaved it for a full year before I let it grow in. Hi, Tux Queen. All right. Yeah. Oh, listen, today was a rough day. It's a good point, right? A little weird to me. Also, hi, Irish. I just want, like, 100% clear here, because it seems to be that some people are still having a hard time understanding what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck that y'all sit with the child abuser, okay? I do not care. All right? Oh, I have no idea. I don't care. Or my merch is the linked in the bio. Hi, Sandy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. Hi, Kat. I'm gonna go through these timestamps. Super embarrassing. What's the point in sitting private if I get it anyway?
Or something. Otherwise, game up just like I do and everybody else.
Sorry, I gotta slow the. Hi, Tori. I gotta slow the timing down. Because I know it's super weird. But I got some timestamps in the comments just so I could correct. I'm a huge fan of accurate information. So I hope that y'all, if you start giving accurate information, there won't be a problem. Also, did y'all know that I have a boyfriend that's a rug dealer? Did y'all know that? Anyway. Fucking weird things that people come up with. Hold on. I know. Making bank. I hope so. He better be. I know. Shock face. Super surprised. So I find it strange that you want to see recordings.
What we've said on a private call or in text messages.
Don't care.
They want the scoop, Miss Tracy, and you're falling for it, and it's
care.
fine.
Yeah. Don't give a
You're being naive and you're being gullible.
AJ, it changes day by day.
Say I called you every name or whatever. You better have screenshots or recording or something.
Perfect. I'm glad that we're on the same page. Can we see screen recordings of us discussing a deceased child? Please and thank you. Okay. Hi, Anya.
This person or this person.
Not me, because I can't give two shits.
I gotta go back.
And try to separate them from us. Like,
I don't care.
The next they'll try to go after Lauren because they'll think she's weak, or they'll go after Miss Lily, or they're gonna go after.
Just so everybody is on the same page, okay? It was Mouthy Bitch in your box that brought me to your live, and then you lied. Remember, you said that the people that I was sharing a panel with were discussing your deceased child. Okay, so that is why we're in this situation. Okay, I don't understand why. Okay, why do we always have a problem remembering how we got here? I don't give a shit. If you choose to sit with a child abuser, that is on you. Okay. But what you did was you hopped in a live. This is how you became the issue, right? You went live saying that we in that panel were discussing a deceased child. That never happened. Okay. Next. Because you're not getting airtime. You could sit on private. I really don't give a shit, to be honest. I've seen all I need to see.
Somebody is going after me. This is another bigger person, and they're going to start over again with what happened with other stuff on you. I'm like, what?
Don't
Which
care.
is what happened to me. That's insane. They have
That's not what
nothing
happened
better.
to you, okay? Victoria, that is not what happened to you. You lied. You see, and you would think that, like, this is where people would understand, right? Don't lie. I won't have anything to say. It's weird. So, you know, what do I know? You know what I mean? Super weird.
How that's real.
Oh, they made up a lot of blatant lies about me. I mean,
Lily, I messaged you in your on your platform.
Lily, just gonna make this super clear. The only person I've heard make anything up thus far is y'all. Imagine that. Imagine that. But you know what? This is my favorite part is coming up because you then bend the narrative. Right? You bend the narrative. When they're playing me in the box, saying nobody spoke on your kid, what did you say? Weird. Strange how that works.
Amuse it.
Have to make up shit just to.
I didn't even know that I did anything wrong. Is the thing. Like
You
I
didn't, love. You didn't.
and now everybody's coming after me because of.
Don't care.
That's the only weapon. That's the only weapon.
The only weapon I have is the fucking truth. It's not my fault that people can't fucking tell it.
Have.
Hi, Black Dove.
Don't amuse it.
Strangers could know another stranger that is not around me 24 hours a day could tell you that people
They
don't
don't
like
know
the
like
pool, or
leaving
that they
the
didn't get a
house.
bath, or what time they're eating. Like the fact that people believe that a complete and utter stranger and strangers could know all of those things is
Are those not things that you were saying in your Discord server, Victoria? Are those not things that you were saying in your Discord server outside of the clean clothes? It was somebody much closer to the situation that gave me that. Just so you know. You know.
that's already been dealt with in Mel's past. Like,
I don't care.
Use everything I can.
Because a couple of things have been about Mel, and they know that I'm friends, and I'm not friends with them. So I'm like, why are you messaging me when you know I'm friends with somebody?
care.
Because you don't do
care.
that to friends that are friends.
They
I
might
don't
think
care.
that they're a big fish here on TikTok. They might think that. But if this app goes down,
Don't care.
They got
they're nothing but a freaking termite
Don't
to
care.
the rest of the world.
Guess what? If this app went down tomorrow, I would not blink a single fucking eye. I would not bat an eye. You want to know why? Cesspool. That's what TikTok is. That's what it is. It's a cesspool. I don't care. Just so you know. I love this narrative. This one's my
Your past is your past. Leave it there.
I agree.
Don't scream, baby. The only thing I can do is sit here and I'm trying my best to approach
You
it.
gotta understand though,
instead of
honey.
attacking
This
the
is
shit out
something
of
I
it.
learned from Safe P. When you
It's sad to say that she's not listening to you, right? Just so you know. I wouldn't give a shit if Victoria got on this app tomorrow and said I did some fucked up shit. And I apologize to those people that I stole from. I would not give a fuck. The problem that I have is that Victoria pretends to be a better person when she's an actual piece of shit. Okay? Now, we get that? We understand that? I wouldn't care. Just be who you are. Don't lie to people to manipulate them. Won't have a fucking problem.
I know,
it
but
doesn't matter anymore.
Like making those little posts and stuff. Don't
Don't do it. Never acknowledge them and they'll get bored.
Doth protest too much, Victoria. That's the problem. These people in the box, they're just your newest victims. Because they'll see it. That's just the truth of it. So, she can't ignore it. She can't. Because her guilty conscience won't allow her to ignore it. Yikes, you know? It's not my fault. It's weird.
nasty crap. Why?
But
that's what I'm
still
telling
say it
you.
about me today, and it's not true. I
The
know
only
it's not true.
person that it is hurting is it's hurting me because I'm letting it get to me. And yes, I'm trying to work on that.
Doth protest too much, Victoria. Okay? Also, you said a bunch of shit that I never did. I did not contact anybody except home incarceration. And if you didn't want me to do that, you shouldn't have been committing felonies with an ankle monitor on. That's not my fault. The fuck? Petey Paws is waiting for her money. So with 50 other people, but you know. All right, this is my favorite. Okay. I got to go back a bit. Hold on.
Everybody went into, this is the crazy thing. There were people going into her live and said, that never happened. And she did not want to hear it. Why? Yeah, because
You're sitting in the box with them right now, the ones that have talked about my deceased child. Over.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said in that original live. You blamed us for doing it. Period. So don't try to twist that fucking narrative now, dude.
And over and over again.
she said, well, Taylor's that money did not. But me and Joe did
Oh, she likes that attention.
on her child. No, we did not. That's where you were wrong. That's where you get out yapping your gums and everything else. Listen to me when I tell you this. Make sure you put your poly in well. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. Keep Taylor's name out of your fucking mouth.
Oh, that's Megan. Is that Megan? Because Megan.
Mind you, I said in this very live, I said, I know there's a lot of history there. I don't know nothing about it, but this did not happen. So why change it to the people that I was sitting in the box with when it was originally that night that I got in that box? You blamed those people for speaking on your child. That never happened. So now it's somebody else that did it. Hi, beautiful. How are you? It's embarrassing.
And she thinks we know the same people? No, we don't. Trust me, no, we don't. No, we don't.
Well, you know, I hadn't.
Well, then that kind of proves that I'm not going to say it. But if you knew the people that I knew, you wouldn't be acting like this. I could fucking promise you that. I don't know, not the girl. I do not and will never fucking understand it. Never. I will never get it. Ever. Sorry.
Stuff.
Hey, and if we're talking about infant loss or pregnancy loss, yeah, she said a whole big old thing on how many miscarriages I may or may not have had.
You lied.
Like, I wish I knew that this girl was, like, connected to my fucking umbilical cord.
No, you lied. I used your words to prove that you lied. I used your words. So how's that my fault? Hi, Lemon. Wild behavior, dude. This shit's wild. Thank you. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta get back.
Stuff.
Hey, and if we're talking about infant loss or pregnancy loss,
Where's the other
yeah,
I'm sorry.
she said a whole big old thing on how many miscarriages I may or may not have had. Like, I wish I knew that this girl was, like, connected to my...
So wait a second. It was your words, not my words. This is crazy. That's one of the beautiful things about the series, Victoria, is that I used your own words to discredit you. You don't get... Is that above your education level? Or you don't get it? I know, AJ. I'm not worried about it. I know, Beans. I know. But it's a little ridiculous. Also, hold on. What was there was can you come up? Sure. I'm sorry. Hi, Luann. Y'all, it is freezing in here today, okay? Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just want to say episode 6 was fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are exactly right. I just want to emphasize, as long as I have been covering her, which has been, 4.5 years, she always tells on herself every single time.
Every time.
If you don't answer somebody's question about their cups, that's basically answering a question. She basically gives us the information. Like, nothing that you have said every clip has been evidence of her saying it.
Isn't it
She
crazy?
repeats.
I
She
guess that
repeats
went
all
over
the
her
time.
head, you know?
She repeats all the time. This is how many times I've been pregnant. This is how many I have had. This is how many that I haven't had. This is, when I was pregnant, and this is when, my kids were pregnant and stuff like that. She is constantly having to.
So
I don't know why.
over explaining is a sign of
Yes.
deception.
Yes, and she is always. I notice, from your series, what you said about her going live and there only being like 5 people in there and her having to talk. And the one thing that always gets me, and I wish she would touch on this just a little, is why does she walk around in her lives like she's walking around the mansion from like the East Wing to the West? That bothers me.
And hi, Green Eyed Girl. You know what's simple? She could say, listen. I think it was 6 where I said, or no, it might have just been a regular video. I said, point the camera down. Prove me wrong that your house is in shape. Prove me wrong. Give us that.
But why do I have to prove anything to you? CPS let me have my kids.
Super easy to prove me wrong, but she hasn't.
Right.
And she's
we
also
all
been
know.
super tight-lipped on the cat situation, which is strange. You asked me for proof, I provided.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I find it odd that, it's very evident that certain people are back there in the house, but every time she goes to the store, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. But we hear those people. We hear them.
Right.
So I know you can't talk on that, but I'm just saying, Victoria, a lot of the times the stuff that people are finding out is from you, and it's not just what you talk about
That's
online.
what I'm saying. The things that she was just saying, how would this person know that? Those were things she's telling people in her Discord server.
There's a lot of people she tells stuff on, there used to be mods that she had that would actually message me and tell me, hey, I'm one of her mods. This is what's going on the back end. She's lying.
Right. So it doesn't make any sense to me. I will never understand the people that, I'll never understand the people that, even though the proof is there that they're lying, that they don't admit it. I will never get it because it is, it's so strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's
you can't
not normal.
pay people back anything, but every time we look, she's buying something new. You haven't paid anybody back for a cup. You haven't paid anybody back for any money that you've borrowed that you promised people that you would pay back, but we see you online buying stuff at Walmart. Yes, your family needs stuff, but I think if you just made a little bit of an effort and maybe spent like $5 just to say, hey, I am trying. Don't tell me you don't have $5.
Right, and that's what bothers me is these are people obviously the cups are discussed, right? But the people that were her friends that supported her, right? That their families went without so that she could support her rug habit. So
but that's not her fault. That's not her problem.
No,
that's not her fault.
No, it's not her problem. It's all addiction's fault. That's what drives me crazy. If I hold
isn't part of addiction recovery righting your wrongs?
But
I thought it was righting your wrongs, and yes, part of that is paying people back.
Amen.
I'm surprised no one's gone to civil court. So
she was. Oh, I love Tinsley. She was also super upset, I guess, about my sister's wish list. Bitch, I haven't been on this app begging and stealing from people for 5 years.
Right, and it's not like a wish list that you put up saying that people don't really need it, but people asked you to put it up. You know what I mean?
It's
Victoria, you have a pattern.
You can't compare the two, babe. Right? You can't compare the two. When a couple of years back, when like the anti-Ashy Cat community did Happy Mail, where everybody put, I never did that. I never did stuff like that. And you act like this is for me. It's my sister. I do things for other people on my platform all the time. Maybe you should try
years.
it. Victoria, aren't you from Kentucky?
She is.
Oh, that's interesting. Your home state is flooding, but you're busy on 8-hour lives?
Yep.
That shows the kind of person you are.
It's not like you had $1 million calendar on there. Right, right. That calendar. Oh, I just put
A
that there as a joke. No,
$300
you didn't.
calendar.
That electric calendar.
Right, like what? And that, listen, I say it all the time. I really don't care, like, if people come to TikTok and ask for help once in a while, or like once. That doesn't bother me. The problem with Victoria is, is that it's you stole from these people, and it's still not enough, so you have a wish list. Right, exactly, Janelle. I that's where my problem comes in. It's when it becomes a pattern, or
help is temporary. Yep,
exactly.
And the schools could have helped if she would have reached out, but no, it's easier to come on here and say, "Oh my God, I wish I had this."
Well,
God.
so why didn't she answer for the Chromebooks? That was a proven lie. You collected money for those Chromebooks. It was a proven lie.
Yep.
Hi, Rebecca. Also, she said in this live that she's the reason that Matt was given in jails in Kentucky, but they started that program in 2013.
Yep.
So that's weird. Super weird.
I think she's on her higher than thou pedestal, and I have no doubt.
I know they do.
And no confidence that soon, sometime this year, we will see her on certain government pages that we have seen her on before. I have a feeling. I have no faith that things are going to stay the way they are.
Oh, same.
I don't, because things have already started not going the way they're supposed to, just by being online when you're supposed to be doing other stuff.
Period. Right. And if somebody was doing as well, the actions are not matching the words. And listen,
from what you've told me, I wouldn't be online after what I've heard you tell me. I would not be online right now.
Period. Done. That's the thing, right? I don't know what she's doing, and it's really not going to make a difference, to be honest. And that's what I said in the live last night to the people that are hurt because they thought that Mel was that friend, and I get how that could feel, right? And it's not. I always, in the back of my mind, when shit like that happens, I always know I know how it ends.
Mm-hmm. She got caught, so she has a lot of hostility bent up because she couldn't get away with her scam, and now, as much as I would hope that she wants things to be better, I don't see her wanting certain people back because it takes away her freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw how she was on Freedom. So I have to go get my son, but I wanted to tell you thank you so much for your episodes, and I can't wait till 7. I was hoping some other things would be in there, and I'm like, patience.
Right. 7, I decided that I'm going to, because go figure, it's the timelines in one of the times that she the times that she discussed or told her love story, if you will. She busted her own timeline.
No, I think it's great, and I love the flow of the last one. I love the flow of it.
But I am gonna split it. Like Nathan is gonna be, that's gonna be like the first, and then there'll be a clear break, like an intermission, if you will, before I start the kids, because I want people to be able to see it and then leave if they don't want to watch that type of stuff,
Right. No, that makes perfect sense. I think that's great. But I will say that other cases that I've seen, there was this other case called, like, the family called the Nogglers. They live in Kentucky, and they live off grid, and they have like 8 kids that got taken away for like a week, and then they were put right back there. I have no confidence in that state at all. After what Riley and I have talked about and everything, I have no faith in that system down there.
It's something that people that are closer to the situation and our mandated reporters are watching. I don't think she's doing herself any favors.
No, not at all.
if I was separated from my kids for 3 years, I would not. I would be spending every last waking second trying to make up for that time.
Wait, does she have, I don't know if Dylan's allowed to talk about that or not.
I don't know, y'all, because I also can't see. Right, Jenny, it's fucking weird. But no, she's got the opposite. Like, she's just still doing the same shit. It's not going to end well, you know? And she just wants everybody to think that she's this changed person. At the very least, she would be being honest.
Yep.
Exactly, Angela. That's what I mean. Like, you have to relearn everything. Instead, you're just complaining. You're late getting them to school because you're sitting in fucking boxes all night. How do you think that's going to look on you, Victoria?
I think that was always an issue, wasn't it?
I think that, well, at least, here's the thing. She had the older kids to care for the younger ones, right?
Right now she's got to do it.
They're not there anymore.
Yep. She's got to mom up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, but I appreciate it. And Riley, I appreciate you too.
Riley's good people.
He is good people. Thank you.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Dylan.
You're welcome. Thank you. That's just how I feel about it. If listen, if you look at like active addicts, right? I don't know. I was so busy today, y'all. When I got up this morning, this is how my day went. Are you ready for this? I got up this morning. When I get up, I feed the animals. Like, that's the first thing that I do, right? So I was washing their bowls out, dogs specifically, washing the dogs' bowls out when the thing to turn the water on broke. Okay? It broke. So it broke and the water was pouring out. So I'm screaming for my sister because I'm in the kitchen holding the thing down, okay? Screaming. No. Right? So I'm screaming for my sister to come and get the handle. Right, the handle. And I could feel, like, when I was trying to turn it, that it wasn't catching. I'm telling y'all right now, okay? Angela, I tried that. For an hour, this water was pouring out of that thing. Finally, my sister's, her boyfriend's parents or whatever, came, the screw to get the thing out, to take the turning thing off, to turn off. It's at the street. We couldn't get it open. So I had to deal with the flooded kitchen today. And now that's not something I would ever think could happen. So I'm like, is this like something that you, like, I've never had to check the fucking, right, the whatchamacallit. I've never had thought to check the fucking thing when like you buy a house. I've never thought to check something like that. I took a picture of it because you could see that it was like cracked. You know what I mean? It was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. In here, it broke. See that? That broke. Okay? It broke. Well, so the problem was I was soaking wet. Right? My sister, who is 8 months pregnant, I'm like, hold this, let me get under the sink. But the thing was like stripped. So when you have to turn the water off, right? It was hot water. So when you have to turn the water off, you have to take that turning thing off with a screwdriver, okay? And then use like pliers to turn the valve off. Over an hour. Not fun. Oh, I'm telling you, only me. I wouldn't. So now when I move, what do you think I'm checking first? I don't know how it gets checked, but that, never again. Never again. I ain't never seen some shit like that. I ain't never seen some shit like that. But now, like, listen, it was right on par though, honestly. But the water, the way that this sink is, it's like catty cornered, right? So there is a drawer to the left, and for some reason, gratefully so, don't worry, the water was only coming to the left side. The drawer legitimately had inches of water in it. That's how long the water was running. That's right. So that's what I thought she did. Get the fuck out of here. Somebody give me a link. But yeah, super clean now. I'm looking. Is it in her name? Water? Yeah. Yeah, I needed coffee for real. But that's like, so my everyday thing is get up, feed the dogs, right? Like make sure the animals are fed, then go, and yeah, I'm looking for it.
So, Villain, just to make you laugh, I made that same mistake at like 18 years old. So I went through and everywhere in my house where it comes out, like at my kitchen sink or my bathroom sink, there's a shut-off valve that I had my brother put on the pipe underneath so I could shut it off.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, and not all houses have it. You usually have it at the entry point, but that's it. So.
Bang, got it. Yeah, I just assumed that you turned the water off under there. That's why I couldn't find it. I looked Jones. Yeah, we're not doing this. I'm gonna need everybody. Any awareness reposters in here? Let's get this out. I'll report it right now. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna drop so you can explain.
I appreciate you, Lady Di. But now I know. I would have never thought to look to see the threading of the thing.
Well, and it's even looked down the pipe. So if you follow the pipe where it goes into the basement or whatever, there should be a little shut-off valve there.
Yeah. Lori Jones, you are not a single mother at this point in time. Okay? So we'll take care of this for you. You are not a single mother at this time. And you don't get to spend your income on DoorDash and shit and then come and start a fucking GoFundMe to get out of an eviction. All right? Not gonna happen. Reported for fraud. You got some nerve, dude. You got some nerve. Hold on, y'all. I gotta sign in. The comments are going so fast. Hold on. The nerve. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's making me log in. Hold on, I gotta go back. That's crazy, dude. May 18th. I'm still reporting it. I don't give a shit. The audacity of people. Get a job. Get a job. Oh, did you see Kim Peters was evicted too? Listen, I wish I knew, Shelly. That's crazy to me. Oh, it's your birthday? Of all things, wouldn't you pay rent first? Or no? Oh, okay. I didn't even look. You know what? Let me look first and then I will. What the fuck, dude? I just don't understand. There is one, actually. I reshared the video yesterday. A woman that is, I believe she was in like Pikeville, Kentucky. Couple of days postpartum, 2 kids in a car. She has a GoFundMe. I did reshare one of her videos yesterday. I can't even imagine. Right, you pay your rent first. Yeah, that too, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. And especially, I don't know about the Kim Peters thing, to be 100% honest, but this woman has an income. So there's no reason for you to be being evicted other than you did not pay your bills. You could have paid your bills and not been evicted. Of course. You're right, my bad. An income she doesn't have to work for. But that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Yeah, I don't care. It shouldn't be here at all. And she's not a single mother. Amy, I get so many emails, right, of people constantly needing help for one thing or the other thing or the other thing. I can't help everybody, though. It's not feasible. Okay, good. So, like, oh, yeah, sorry. Did you say that already and I didn't see it? Right, it's crazy to me. Right now, I'm sending it right now. But there's so many people that do legitimately need help. And they don't get on this app and ask, dude. But the audacity of people to do what she did, get evicted, but you're door dashing $17 coffees. Guess what? If I didn't have the money to support my coffee habit, I wouldn't have one. Hi, Finny. Hi, dipshits. Right, it's crazy to me. Hi, Finny. Finn wants to come and lay on my lap. Right, exactly. That's what's crazy to me. You're begging for toilet paper. That's crazy to me. It's insanity. Do better. Yeah, I want the cat. She's a good cat. Yeah. Oh, listen. She left to go to the city for a while. Listen, New York is crazy. Yeah, I got a kitty. The kitty is all that's mine. The dogs think they're mine, but they're not. Right, but like, if I had to cut back on things, right, coffee would probably be the first to go. And DoorDash is more. So my coffee is, right, it's great. Oh, I did get an email, though, from the people in Peru. Where is it? My coffee is like $9.75 to fill this cup, right? If I get it at Wawa. If I DoorDash it, it's 11 something. So it's even more expensive. And then you have to pay for the delivery fees, tip. So, right, it's crazy. If you can't afford it, don't do it. And if you're ordering coffee, but not, yeah, that's not going to happen. If you're ordering coffee, but not paying your bills, that's craziness. Christina, I wish. You hear me? Yeah, I know. But it's because it's not regular coffee. It's iced. It's an iced mocha latte is what it is. But trust me, I wish I could get a fucking employee discount. It's other people's money, so they don't care. Exactly. Because they think, well, I will say this, I do think that it's getting harder and harder for Lori specifically. If I'm speaking, thank you. I'm speaking on Lori specifically. I do think it's getting harder and harder for her. I think that now there's so many people that do know. I don't see how she would get back pay. She already, I appreciate you. She already, it has had SS, so why would she get back pay? That doesn't make any sense. Right, Kat? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. I also know that she has to also give other people part of her money. Right, like she would have gotten back pay when she first got accepted. Why would she get that now? That doesn't make any sense. Right. That's why I'm so hi Kickbox. She does have to give him, yeah, he is getting some of it. Hi Malala. And I believe Benny has to pay him as well. But listen, she's not doing herself any favors. That's what I thought. Unless she was getting benefits for the kids, that might be back pay. But that's the only back pay I see. And I don't even know that she would be entitled to that if her kids are under somebody else's guardianship. Yeah, single mom. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to go back. It's weird to me. Are you still here? You need a PET scan. April. Did she leave? So yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, you got to get a PET scan. And as far, I don't understand why people create so many problems instead of just apologizing. It's so strange to me. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I wish you luck, I guess. I don't know. Fucking weird. It's weird to me. I shared a video on my community tab of Raquel, I think is the name of her channel. Let me look it up before I... Good. Where is it posted? GoFundMe, Lori Telford. I'll do it. I shared, yeah, I will. He'll just make CPS aware of it. I see Spread Love is causing a bunch of, yeah. Yeah, I posted her, is Kim, I don't deal with Kim, to be honest. I don't know anything about her, but I did see the eviction doc, so I know it's real. Hi, Just Mary, Raquel BG. I shared her video. I like her. Is I don't know if she bailed out yet. Is Snarkas here? Spread Love. Yeah, Spread Love is doing some gross shit. And hold on, y'all. Sorry. I think that y'all don't know Feisty. Hi, Birdie. Feisty, you know. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go the way that y'all think it's gonna go. I'll just be honest. Yeah, Feisty, right. Feisty used to have a problem with HP, right? If y'all been around for a while, HP has no platform any longer. Yeah, I like Feisty. And Gabby, yep, Michelle. I think it's Michelle Fisher. Is that her name? I don't know. But she's always all over the scammers. Always. She sure did. I really like Feisty. I don't see a lot of it, you know. I really don't see a lot of what goes on because I kind of stay in my own bubble. Half Pint. Half Pint used to do battles, and she had a serious lying problem. This is when the battles first came out. Like when they were new, right? And yeah, Feisty, she started running her mouth about about one of Feisty's friends, Flamingo Jean, had passed away in a tragic way, and she started running her mouth about the situation, Half Pint, and it was years of I did. Yeah, it's gonna be the email from Peru is from the police department. I'm not gonna discuss it publicly. But yeah. Good luck, Gabby, Good luck, Gabby. Oh, Feisty's an OG. She's been around, right. She's been around a long time, a really long time. And but she's been chill too for mad long. She's been chill. Gabby just happened to wind that shit up, and that was a bad idea. It was a bad idea because Feisty ain't gonna fuck around. And I just want to be clear. I think that anybody that posts somebody's deceased child, y'all are gross. That's disgusting. So spread love. Yeah, he wants to go into my sister's room. Yeah. Elizabeth, isn't it crazy though? Why can't you just be honest? Why is it so fucking difficult for people to tell the truth? And you know what the crazy thing to me is? If somebody has to call out you for a lie, right? And you come forward, they all know, Lolo. They all know that she's garbage, so it wouldn't make a difference. But Victoria doesn't care that everybody knows that she's garbage. She doesn't give a shit. That's why she comes on the internet. Because on the internet, she could be all she wants to be. The people that are local to her, they know. Hi, Crazy Chrissy. But when when you lie, even when you have proof in front of you, it makes you look twice as bad, honestly. What up,
Hi,
Pitty?
beautiful. I come up here because I have I'm going to change the subject for a second, and some on the other end might say this is kind of selfish of me, but we're all friends and family in here. Anybody who in here that prays, can you all please pray for my family? I just got word last night that my kid's grandfather passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And my oldest son's grandfather on his wife's side is only got a couple of days. And I just ask everybody, if you can, to please send up positive thoughts, and just pray. And I'm going to say thank you in advance to everybody.
I'm sorry.
It's part of life. And this is, I wanted to come up here and ask for prayers and to say the reason why I told Victoria was to do better than what her mother did was because my parents always made it abundantly clear about that subject. And when it came to that subject with my kids, I always sheltered them. And I never let them, even in their teenage years, I never let them know about it. Or even with animals, I always hid it and made excuses. And that's why I told her to do better than what her mother did, because I should have done better than what my mother did. So if she wonders why I said that, Victoria, that's why. And that's why I always say your kids' trauma is very well present. And just do better, because you're going to be my age one day soon, and something's going to pop up from the way you raised your children, and it's going to hurt you. And I hope and pray you realize it then. And even at that point, even if some of them are older and out of the house, that you do better. Just do better. Do better than what you've done the day before. Accept your wrongs and apologize. Because nobody's promised tomorrow. You know, and you don't want that to be the last thought that your children have of you. So just do better than what your mother did. Do better than what you did yesterday. But I wanted to come up and explain because I did get a message and said, how dare you say something about her mother being better than what her mother was to her.
I think that every mother should be better than their mother was. So what?
Yes, I should have done better. You know, but there's not a parenting book. Yes, but I've never done no abuse to my children. Sheltering your children is not. It's something that you have to, you know, learn not to do. That's just being an overprotective parent because you don't want anything to ever hurt your children's feelings.
I think that's for most of us. Other ones truly don't give a shit, you know? Yeah. They just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and you know, even if you do something wrong, apologize.
So simple.
Make it known that you apologize. And show that you're sorry for what you've done. So simple. I just, like I said, I wanted to make that clear because of the message that you know who you are that messaged me. And how dare you message me that? Because I already knew, okay? I shouldn't have said it, but I did say it, and I stand on it. Like, she needs to do better than what her mother done. And just ask her prayers.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. All right. Love y'all. Bye.
I hope everything goes okay. I agree, Pineapples. I know that's right, Elizabeth. Listen, none of us are perfect, right? I think that that's pretty easy to say. Good, Lion Tamer. But it doesn't, my mom was the same way because I don't know, Janelle. I don't know if she's still here. She's live right now. Hi, Hope.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute.
Lately, so I'm just glad to be on.
Yeah.
Since we're all on the subject of asking for prayers, my kid, we're traveling tomorrow to Baltimore, and she has major transplant surgery on Friday. So the reality is kicking in. We're hopeful. I know she's in the best hands possible, but it's a doozy. She'll be in the OR for about 8 to 10 hours and long hospital stay, and then we'll have to get her on a plane home. So I appreciate all the support and prayers and encouragement, and it'll be a long day Friday, especially for this mama.
I hope everything goes okay.
Yeah, traveling with a toddler makes it just a little more interesting too. With my
it sure does.
And of course, that's her biggest concern is you know, her baby. So
of course.
We've got lots of support and family and friends in the area. You know, I'm from that area, so. But you know, it's kicking in. I am cleaning and packing and you know doing all kinds of crazy stuff around here. But just wanted to pop in and say hello. And since we're asking for prayers,
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Keep my baby. Yeah, you know, it's been the amount of advocating that I've had to do for her and just to get to this place and a lot of the little details. I think she had to get like 33 labs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we had to schedule a surgery because she'll have a stent. They're literally taking her left kidney out and reimplanting it in the right pelvis. So both of her kidneys will be on the right side of her body. They're closing off the left renal vein. They're taking all the lymph nodes out in that area. And then she's also having a bypass done on the main iliac vein, which is a vein that runs from your aorta all the way down to your left leg. These are very rare vascular compressions. She's a unicorn. The fact that she was born with 4 of them is extremely, extremely rare. So it's been a long road to get here. It's here, and we're kind of going, oh shit, yikes. She's in good hands. I do know that. I have a tremendous, we were there in August for a lot of workup, and have met with the surgeon, met with the transplant team, and, it's finally here. But the reality is kicking in,
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's so different that when I am advocating for a client than when it's your own kid, because there's emotion. Exactly. I am able to compartmentalize when I'm helping other people get to a place of finding the right surgeons, getting the right diagnosis, or recovery coaching, whatever it may be. When it's your kid, that kind of all gets thrown out the window.
Absolutely. I think that mastering controlling emotion or removing emotion in any setting is better, and in that type of situation there's no controlling it.
Of course I'm all, we got this and it's going to be fine, and and I'm internally going, because I know the risks, she knows them, we've prepared her as much as possible. Having a an almost 2-year-old does present its own set of challenges. It's a very long road. Getting her home is going to be a hard day, but we're hoping to be back home down here in Florida by maybe March the 1st. More will be revealed on that. And
I'm sure that it's going to have to.
I'll be probably popping on to pass the time and engage with people, because it'll be a long day Friday, long day of waiting,
Yeah, of course. I hope that everything goes well.
Thank you, sweetie. I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to pop in and let you know it's been going on. And, I'll probably, like I said, be on connecting with people and passing some time. They'll come out and give us updates periodically, but
right. No, they'll keep you updated.
Yeah, they're saying 8 to 10 hours, and that's if
but they'll probably send a surgical tech out to tell you, or nurse.
Yeah, like every so often, and kind of what they're doing now and how things are going. And so it's here. We're almost there. We fly out tomorrow morning, and we get settled in our Airbnb, and get the grocery order and get ready.
If there's any way I can help, let me know.
Yeah, thank you. Just keep her in your prayers. She's a strong girl. She's been through a lot. She's already had one major surgery in Connecticut for another vascular compression. It was a success. This one is even more intensive,
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah. Hey, W, what's going on, girl?
Hey, not much.
You've been having me laughing my butt off.
Cracks me up.
I missed the live, but I saw YouTube.
I'm so glad.
Oh, I had
That's
a ball.
the kind of shit we need around here. There's another one, Savannah. I tell her we need more of this.
Right.
Because the drama is just ugh.
Yeah. So Savannah and I will be live together tonight at 9:00.
9:00. Well, I'll be up because I got a lot to
Eastern
do.
time. So that's 3.5 hours from now.
I'm excited. Are we role playing some more?
We are. It will be a satire only, and I was trying to find the glasses filter so I could do it for a second, but I can't do it in Villain's box. But yeah, it'll be. I'll be Falsifer, of course, and Savannah will be coming in as Lori.
Okay.
So it should be pretty good.
Oh, I'm excited. I need the laughs right now, so keep bringing them, sister.
Yeah, and prayers for your family, because I cannot imagine, but you'll get through this, all of y'all will, because, she's strong and she's got this.
Yeah, one good thing that has come out of this is what brought me to medical advocacy. The road of getting a proper diagnosis when you have a rare syndrome or disorder is years, and it was a long road. But we've been able to make some good out of her journey, and we will continue to, share her story and connect with other people, and keep doing what we do. We'll get through it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, my mom was diagnosed with asthma when I was about 6 years old. And she didn't find out until about 6 months ago when she went to the Mayo Clinic. It's either Mayo Clinic or Emory. That she did not even have asthma. She had a partially collapsed left lung. And they had misdiagnosed her for 30 years. She had been told she had asthma and never had it.
Oh my gosh, that's nuts.
And now she has C. diff now because she kept getting infections due to that collapsed lung.
Yeah, that's a long road in and of itself.
C. diff is rough.
It really is.
Yeah.
I assume she's doing the antibiotic protocol and all of that.
Yeah, she goes up to Atlanta to her specialist doctors about once a month, and they give her all kinds of new stuff, and she does some type of infusion monthly.
Yeah.
Help with it as well. So she has all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, contagious too.
Yeah, it is. You got to be careful with that. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's amazing how, a lot of these situations, they're skimmed over with a paragraph. In med school, especially the rare syndrome disorder, and even her situation to be misdiagnosed like that for so long.
Yeah, it's got to be. It had to affect so much of her life. Thinking you had asthma.
Yeah, it did. It was ridiculous. Like, she was scared to go anywhere, do anything.
Right.
Because she thought she would have an asthma attack, and the whole time it was a collapsed lung. And the doctor said now at her age, she's 60. So he said, at this point she's lived so long with it.
Right.
And the surgery for it may not even be able to be repaired. So, there's really nothing she can do now.
Right. That's crazy.
Whereas 30 years ago, when they first diagnosed her, had they done it properly then, she could have had the surgery to repair it and lived a completely normal life.
And would have been able to breathe normally and not feel in fear of, all of the things that can bring on.
That's crazy.
Well, if there's anything that we can do to help, if she's running into any trouble, not happy with, the specialist, feeling like she's getting gaslit, that happens a lot.
Happens a lot.
Women. Especially us women, we get gaslit often, but there's anything I can do, just reach out to me behind the scenes.
Same for you. Let me know if there's anything you guys need as well.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
I know, right? The amount of people that get misdiagnosed, shoved off, and especially women, I don't know why it is. And this is even female doctors will still really minimize us. We just kind of get poo-pooed away. Oh, well, tough it up.
It goes back to the hysteria.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's always been, I just never heard of something that crazy, being misdiagnosed, thinking you have asthma for 30 years. Like, that's, I would imagine it affects quality of life.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they told her 2 years ago that the asthma had turned into COPD and would most likely turn into emphysema at some point. So they had her terrified. And like I said, this is years and years and years that have been wasted that it could have been repaired possibly.
Right. And, now she's older, obviously. It's different when you're fighting off any kind of disease, infection, when you're younger, let alone, at our age.
Yeah, and her immune system is just trash.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything we can do to help, let me know. If we can be of support, if she's running just concerned that she's not getting listened to, feeling like the treatment's not working. We have compiled a list and continue to of amazing specialists, depending on what the specialty is around the country, and we continue to add to that all the time. Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I appreciate that. And like I said, same goes for you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm only a message or phone call away down here by my lonesome in Georgia, and Dylan will fly over me once she moves to Florida. Maybe she'll wave out the window at the airplane.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get together,
Take a
girl.
plane the way these flights are going, dude.
Are you going back? Well, you don't have to tell. Let me know where you're headed because you always got a place to stay down where I'm at. You know where I'm at. So I'm here, sister. We'll have to get together in person sometime. I would love that once you get back settled.
The cats are fighting.
Oh.
Bad cat. Be nice. Sorry. If there's any way I can help. I did, Riley. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on with all these plane crashes. Papa, come on, Pop.
Yeah, that's all I needed to see right before we fly out tomorrow.
You have to be your own healthcare advocate. You have to. Nobody else is going to do it for you. It's sad.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's the
absolutely.
Truth. It's unfortunate that people have to listen. I didn't do it. It's unfortunate that people have to fight so much, but if you don't do it, they're gonna, it's crazy.
Right.
You didn't do anything. Right. What the fuck? Hi, Volleyball Dino, you're up here?
Yes. I wanted to talk to you about your video that you put out Saturday about somebody not being happy about claims that her unlived child was brought up.
Yes.
Melly Red Queen.
Yes.
I started with Melly. I wasn't a mod, but I started. It went from somebody's live, brought over to her live to start, and I was the one that ran down the hole with LR.
Oh.
And at night would give everybody the report that they missed during the day.
Uh-huh.
And everything was cool. But it was always when things started to get a little quiet, all of a sudden there was drama. Okay? And I talked to other mods that said that they had information that they weren't her first set of mods. She had been on TikTok with another group, and the mods were so upset with her they had a mock funeral.
Who had a mock funeral?
Melly's first set of mods that she had the first time she went on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were so upset with her they had a mock funeral when they left her.
Right.
And then she left for a while and came back on. And when she came back on is when I knew her. She asked if I'd mod for her, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. I don't want that.
Right.
But I knew some of her mods. I mean, I would talk to them, be real friendly. We'd sit and chitty and all of that. And then all of a sudden, Jennifer...
Mm-hmm.
I came in and she was gone, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well,
Jen?
I'm gonna go, huh?"
Sparkly Jennifer?
Who?
Sparkly Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure only my face. I hate it.
I adore her.
I just wanted to make sure I had the right.
She was the first one to go, and then
I know.
I was trying to go in every night, and then all of a sudden I popped in one night, and all her mods weren't there. There was this really sweet woman who had been modded that night, and somebody took down Melly's live, and so I went over to pop into the other ones, and I'm like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I know a woman that had been really sweet to me at the other one. She followed me in, and they were like, "Oh, this is the dirt girlfriend," and I'm like, "Okay, listen, because I'm a large woman. I'm 400 pounds." I said, "Listen, I'm a 400-pound Switzerland. I'm not going over there saying she said. I'm not coming over here saying they said. You are my friends. I know, blah blah blah." Well, then it was like I was getting the lowdown, the dirt that when she would call her mods and be like, we're going live at 30. And they would be like, I'm having dinner with my family, or spending time with the family. And she would throw a fit and go, I don't care. You better be there. Okay. And then she would have...
His mom's? Oh, not his mom's. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay. She would be like, tell her mods, block this person. And then the next day, she would go and block everybody her mods blocked the night before. And then it was, she not only was doing the info for everybody for our LR, but then it became a couple other people. In fact, I even went to All for One and asked them to come in to give everybody resources and just trying to help.
Right.
And then I found out that she started saying she has an autistic son. And she would say, oh, my baby bear loves it when you do this. And I gave him a percentage of the gifts, and there was like his birthday. And I have no problem with that. But then she was saying she was donating the money from what she was getting for her gifts to different agencies, but she never had receipts for what she did. And like I said, when things were going bad, she would get on her phone and text people and tell them, hey, bring this in, bring this up. We need the numbers to go up. We get numbers up when it's drama. So then when I went over to the set of mods that I knew, 6 people were there, and they were all telling her mod that she had at the time and us the same stories. There was no fumbling. It was, none of them ever said, right, so-and-so. They were like, this is actually happening. And then we were talking, the old mods and I were talking, and I was fuzzy, I don't know, but it was brought up about the gifts. And I said, probably jokingly, if I even said it, we should do a deep dive about Melly and her modding. And somebody recorded it. I don't know who, haven't heard it. And when I went on, the first time, nobody wanted to talk to me. Second time, nobody wanted to talk to me. And third, I was like, what did I do? And they're like, oh, you're telling everybody that you said that you should do a video or whatever, live about investigating me. And I'm like, why the hell would I do that? And if I did, it was probably teasing. So it was one of those, I lost it. I lost respect for them. And then, so I'm hanging out with that set of mods, and the mod that I told you I was talking about,
right,
second set, her and I have talked offline, and she's a wonderful lady. And then there was this sweet lady. She has problems. I'll say it's not bad. It's health problems, and
thank you.
She's just really sweet. And I seen her, and I was like, hey, I seen you in Bell's Live. And she's like, are they come over to, I don't know. Anyway, I ran into her, and she's like, they attacked me. And I'm crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, it's one of those things that I have her blocked. I saw 2 weeks ago she checked on my profile, but then
I don't really know her, to be honest, right?
Oh,
I don't, so I really had an issue with the using. I don't care that she sits with Victoria. I don't care, right? When it was the lying about that people was speaking on a situation I knew 100% was not spoken on. That was my issue, especially when it's something that is that people would get mad about, right? Like people would be upset that those and think that those people, me myself included, were speaking on a deceased child, and that never happened, right, Brandy? That's what I'm trying to say. So I know that there is a long history there, right? I know that.
Oh yeah, she's going to feed into it because she also says that one of the things that she supports in her group is angel babies, and
I totally I think that's a great thing, right?
And
Like,
just to clarify, I mean, she does support angel mothers. She
Right.
is an angel mom.
Right.
And, you know, hi, Fireball. How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. How you doing, darling?
I'm blessed. It is so great to see everybody in here. You know, Villain, I think the hardest part that people don't realize is there's a difference being a mod and being a close friend. And then we're not just on the app, we're behind the scenes. And you truly have a love for these creators. I mean, you really do. And so I think the tough side is even what people see on the outside isn't actually sometimes what's going on behind the scenes. And Fireball, I hate if you've ever had any issues over there. And even when I stepped away being a mod, I've kept amazing friends and still have grown even more friends.
Yes, I have. I've been blessed with that.
I just know I know that there's a lot of people with a lot of history there, and I prefer to keep it to things that I know about, because then it becomes messy. So the only issue I had still now currently is that it was used as a way to upset people with the people in that live, and that it didn't happen. And instead of just being like, hey, I'm sorry, right? Like I somebody gave me wrong information, and I should have done my due diligence to look into it. And I blamed people for things that didn't happen, but to go private and not answer for that, it is kind of crazy to me, because now to me it looks like it was used as manipulation, and that's not fair for anybody. And this is why people have a problem. Like, let's use the boss lady situation as far as with Lisa goes. It wasn't that I was defending Lisa, it was just the truth of the situation. I don't care that it's people that she doesn't like. I don't care. It's still wrong. It's never going to be right. It's fucked up to weaponize something like that and blame people for something that you know people are going to be upset about. So that is really all I had for her. I really don't. Right. Thank you, Vicky. And I think that it becomes a problem when, like, all this other shit, Chrissy. I don't know the history there. I don't pretend to know the history there. And last night when I hopped in Tracy's box, I said, I know there's a lot here. I really don't know everything that's going on, but this situation specifically was not right.
I totally understand.
I love what you said, though, Villain. I think it was yesterday or the day before. When you start to meet people on the app, for like the first couple of months, you're like, oh my gosh, like you gravitate, you kind of jive with their personalities, and you really love them. But then there's times where once you get to know them,
you realize.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, and I'm not saying about one or another, I'm just saying in general. And then we're able to grow closer to others, and it works out great.
And I say it, the Psycho Bunny, all right, she keeps coming up and being dropped. It's like, I call it like bob and weaving, right? But every time that happens, it brings you closer to a group that is good, that will be okay with you. They're more your people, if you will. Does that make
Yes.
sense? You follow me?
Absolutely. I
It's
think you're right on with that.
Exactly. It's perfectly normal for people to meet people, especially on this app in this format, because you really don't know people until you start speaking to them, privately, and then you could either figure out this is my kind of person or this is not my kind of person, and you keep it moving.
Absolutely.
In the beginning, it's like the honeymoon stage.
Right.
And then they try to keep it for as long as they can.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're really not the person, their mask slips. And when
Amen.
you see
And
just
it's true.
the piece.
It's true. And I'm not gonna, I know that I really am not one to like body shame, which I'll do a lot of, and that's fucking weird. I don't do stuff like that. I will keep it legitimately to the facts of the situation. And the facts of the situation is whether somebody came and told you that was being discussed or not, it was not factual. And you blamed people for something that wasn't right to do. I don't give a fuck if you sit with Victoria. I do not care. It does not make a difference in my life. I don't care. Sorry.
That's okay. I totally understand. But I just wanted to give you that just little tidbit of karma corn I have. So
yeah, you're good. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'll eat the nuts. You guys can have the popcorn.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you so much for what you do.
Mods, can you?
Thank you.
I appreciate you, Shell. Hope, do you want me to drop you, babe? Want to drop Hope? It happens, Cindy. It happens all the time, y'all. White Owls, listen, I know, listen, do I chase? There are so many people, even in the live, y'all, even in the live, even in the live last night, okay? It was, Reaper, you're echoing.
Oh.
Did you hear? I missed that. I'm sorry. Even in the live last night, right? I was like the things that are being. I don't come to. I don't listen. And that is why White House. All right, I'm finding it. Give me a minute. Even I appreciate you, Shell. Even like I try to. I didn't. Victoria's been in there for weeks. I never went in there. I didn't give a shit. I went in there because Mouthy bitch thought that she was going to run her mouth and talk about things she didn't know about. Hi, James. That's what I went in there for. What up? Stay classy. So, you know, stay classy, Philly. Oh, you can't pin inboxes. James Matthews in the chat. Stay classy, Philly. If you want to follow him, he does a lot of advocacy in Kensington. But he might have to comment. You might not be able to find him. So I didn't care. I did not care. I didn't care. And hi, Spicy Tea. I just want to be like, girl, you're blowing a gasket on the fucking internet. All right? Yes. I like, if you got an eviction, I don't like, you're talking shit about me. You think that affects me? It doesn't. Sorry. White Owls, I didn't like, they're pushing this narrative that I'm attacking people. Do you feel attacked? Did I attack you?
I've never seen you attack anybody.
So, hi, Luann, I'm sorry. I was trying to be nice.
I just wanted to say hi since I'm finally back on TikTok.
Right, it's crazy. I don't like, but so that's what they're now telling people is that I'm attacking the people that Victoria is sitting with, and that was never like these people. If they come to me, I'm going to give them the facts of the situation.
Right, you haven't attacked anybody, and the fact that I've been seeing some of that over on YT since I've been off TikTok, and even I'm like, nobody's attacking anybody. And she's going on and saying that we're, threatening people from other pages, that if they have her in there, then we're going to go after them. And it's like, nobody has ever said that.
I don't care. I don't care.
No.
I don't care. And this is you wonder why, right, Joni, thank you. I don't care because I know how it ends.
Right.
And it ends with you guys realizing you were lied to, you were manipulated, you were used as pawns in Victoria's game. Don't affect me, honey. It doesn't affect me.
Exactly.
And I just wanted to say, Villain, it's nice to talk to you. But I made my intentions very clear right from the get-go. I never liked the fact that Victoria was there, and then I made it known. I said, Victoria, I do not like you. I do not respect you. I think you're a disgusting human being. But I can be an adult and ignore you. And if I want to associate myself or talk to other people that unfortunately want to give you a chance, that's on them. And you know what? Eyes are being opened. Eventually, she's just going to show her true self and her true colors.
Exactly.
And they're coming out. Trust me, it's showing.
And here's the thing. I know it's being said that I said, I want a screen recording of me saying I wanted her isolated. Just one time. Catch it one time coming out of my mouth. Never happens. I've never said anything of the sort. What I did say is that without being honest, you will not maintain recovery. And I stand on that. It's not my fault that you had people in your boxes running their mouth, and then you accused us of speaking on a deceased child, which is something I would never do, okay? If Victoria had a deceased child, I would not speak about it. It would not be a topic.
She plays the game. She knows how to play the game.
She's manipulative. I know, but that's the crazy thing. It's all there.
Yep.
She is doing with them what she just did with Mandy's group a couple of months back. And y'all are falling for all the love bombing, right? Let me tell you, she's going to start picking up the things that you say, the phrases that you say. She's going to start parroting them publicly. This is called a pattern of behavior. It doesn't just change.
All you need to do is just watch people, watch and listen.
Pay attention. And I don't block, right? You're not blocked, right? You hang out in those boxes. You're not blocked. The only people that I blocked was the mouthy bitch for obvious reasons. And Sapphire, because whoever stayed in those boxes when I came into that live is who got blocked. I came into that live because mouthy bitch was running her mouth. And she was lying, or let me repeat, she may not know it's lies. She might be believing Victoria, but that's not my problem.
Yep. Well, you've never disrespected me or told me where to go just because of who I may associate with.
And I won't.
I give people benefit of the doubt, but I know who to stay away from.
Right.
I'm not stupid.
And that's the thing is I know that they're saying that they're not watching this. That's on you.
Oh, yeah. Well, they will be watching. Trust me.
It doesn't, it doesn't make a difference to me because I know that y'all are being manipulated. I know how many people in the chat were once on opposing sides of somebody that I was calling out and came to me when they realized they were wrong. This is why I don't fret over it, because I know how it ends.
Yeah.
Truth doesn't change, y'all. Okay, did I attack any of y'all?
I'll hop down, but I just wanted to say thank you. Okay.
Just wanted to check. I never attacked y'all, right? So that's strange. You know? I understand that sometimes people can be manipulated, and I understand that people could be manipulated. I get it. I understand that. And I don't fault people for not having the information. But at this point right now, I do want to be clear. How you feeling, Gen X? I do want to be clear. At this point, it is willful ignorance. Because not only do you have strangers telling you, I saw, not only do you have strangers telling you, but you have people that you were friends with telling you. Yes, I'm so glad for you. So whose word do you trust? You'll trust the word of somebody that texted you and said that we were speaking on your deceased child, but not your friends? People that were your friends? Oh, I'm so glad you got it. I know, y'all. I love it. Thanks, Beauty Junkie. And listen, I don't mean to be a dick, but there are people that I'm friends with that I ask for proof. Before I talk about a situation publicly, I want to see proof. Why? Because I've been lied to before. And that's the thing, WTF, is that I know. I forgot what you even said that I did that. Yeah, subs are working again. And I am. I've always been pretty political, right? I could talk to people over here. I could talk to people over here, and we could come up with a resolution. What I will say is right now, I've eased back a lot on my diplomacy, okay? Because there are too many situations going on that it's bleeding together, and it's hard to see who's right and wrong. And I will always stand for what's right. So if I can't differentiate, I'm not getting involved. They sure are. And it's not that it's because I like this person better than this person. It's because when it becomes a mutual thing, power off. There's not much I could do about it. I personally think that a lot of issues can be handled with a simple conversation. Unfortunately, I know that's right. And I don't care who talks to who. I do not care. Period. Dot. I know, Glenda. I know. Listen, blind loyalty is always a huge red flag to me. And I know that there are people that think that it's my cult and my minions. But guess what? I don't ask people to do shit. I know people think that people do my dirty work. Bitch, I'll do that shit myself. Don't get it twisted. So it's strange to me. It's just the narrative. Oh, yeah, a whole fraud. It's just the narrative that they have to come up with, right? Because they can't fathom the fact that people just deal with me for who I am. Can't be that. It can't be that, right? It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Because she doesn't see that she's the problem. Amen. I love free thinkers. And I will never, listen, and I don't block people that come in here. I don't do that. Can you imagine if my mods had to block at the door? Right. And it's unfortunate because the same way that people appreciate the fact that I'm truthful, hey, Janelle, the same way that people appreciate the fact that I'm honest about it, people hate that as well. Comment approvals, bitch. Let me tell you something. It'll be a cold day in hell before I private my shit or put my fucking comment approvals on. Ever. Blocking at the door is no, Shelly, you're gonna give them more shit to run with. It's crazy. It is crazy to me. Does Lori have a GoFundMe? Yes. Somebody sent it to me. I haven't reported it, but I do plan on it. I heard she was crying. Right. Listen, Irish Ninja, don't give them comments because they fucking run with those fucking things. Listen, Anya, I was so upset when they took the pin of shame away from TikTok. I used to do it on TikTok too, but they took it away, and I was super upset about that. Just so everybody knows, I'm gonna repost this on YouTube. If I pin your comment 3 times, after that, if there's a 4th, I just block you. Because, you know, it's not my favorite thing to do, but be respectful. And absolutely do not, no, Taylor, but Hamad was in here earlier, actually. Do not attack people in my comment section. Okay? Don't attack people in my comment section. That is a fast way to get blocked. I just won't. We're not going to do that. I pinned your comment? No, I didn't. I just pinned, like, people leave nasty ass comments or like snarky. I pin them and let everybody else deal with it. Hi, Llama. I had a rough morning, but it got better. Why not? Why does Lori not go private instead of blocking at the door? She does. Highlighted comments different. Oh, Mickey Mouse. Oh, that's different. That's not a pin of shame. You know when it's being pinned for that type of reason. I heard that. Listen, I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it happens, y'all. There's too much. My mods are angels, okay? Because I can't imagine. When I used to mod for Inked Plumber, I fucking hated it. I hated it because the chat moves so fast. I know it's work. I know it is. Listen, the weather is so bad everywhere. Just to remind, well, Lily Grace isn't. Lily Grace is not an angel. Lily Grace is an angel until you piss her off. Once you piss her off, because she will drag you with a smile on her face. Oh Lord. Yeah, I know. I don't know who that is. The mouthy one in Lori's live last night. Lori, I'm going to tell you again, do not be calling and talking about Nookie like that, because that is not true. Liar boss lied. Okay? And I suggest y'all just leave Mickey Mouse fan alone. Because Mickey Mouse fan don't do nothing except repost your words. That's your problem. And here's the thing, right? Y'all, here's the thing. What do you say? She cannot keep a friend. Huge red flag to me. If you cannot keep the same people in your chat, it's a you problem. Oh God, because she thinks that Lawyer Boss is telling her the truth. Hi, White Lotus. Oh man. Also, oh shit, she sent me an email. The lady from the organization that I used for the new wish list. Hold on, let me see what she said. She gave me other items to add. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it. Rachel. She gave me items to add that I'm going to add. The wish list, if you go to my link tree, it's in the wish list on this account. On my YouTube, in my About Me section, shut it, Papa. You have to copy and paste that link and put it into a browser, and it'll work. Come here, Papa. Yeah, she told me that they needed cleaning supplies. I meant to do it, but Papa! But I didn't. Yeah, it's my sister he's barking at. Come on, Pop. Come with Sissy. Papa, come here. Come with Sissy. Garbage bags, heaters, rubber boots, and blankets. I'm gonna add it. I just forgot, honestly. I know, Papa's, but there are a lot of people from Kentucky that are suffering And I really try to do what I can where I can, even if it's just making a wish list so that people, yes, it's for the flooding. Now, there also is in my YouTube about me is still the Asheville, North Carolina from Hurricane Helene. It is still there. I just put this one on top of this one, of that one. It's wild to me, precious little bitch. She can't. There ain't no way. But she's from there. No, different place. I don't know if y'all know Eastern Kentucky. You have no electricity and no heat. Correct. They go directly to, it goes directly to them. It doesn't touch anything to do with me. Goes directly to the Eastern Kentucky Dream Center is the organization. Hold on, because she's in my email. Yeah, right. Hold on, let me make sure. Eastern Kentucky Dream Center is the organization that it's going to. So I usually try to, I'll find a reputable organization but they have to be okay with accepting the donations. So I have to contact them, let them know that I'm going to be using their shipping address and when I talked to her about it yesterday, I said, is there anything specific? So I'm going to be adding these things once I end. But I have nothing to do with it. The only thing I do is build the wish list. That's it. Then it goes...
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Sorry. It goes from where you order it, it goes to them. Do I have electricity? I'm not in Kentucky. Yeah, I gotta add stuff, so just give it a bit. I know that there's people in my comments where I posted it. There's comments that family is affected. No, there is a, my sister's wish list is in my bio. Hi, well, I'm sorry, Teva. I hope everything's, I know that it's a lot. I don't know how many OGs are in here. But one of the hardest hit areas, was, Pikeville. So it's sad. I don't, any kind of catastrophe, it really bothers me, you know? No, my sister doesn't have my accent. She's not a New Yorker. She was born here. It is sad. It's sad. I don't like to see anything like that stuff, you know? Yeah. It's terrible. But you could see the videos, y'all. It's terrible. Listen, the planes, I'm telling you. What is going on with the planes? Why are so many planes crashing? I spoke to her. She said she's okay, but it's still her community. Right? Like, it's terrible. And it's not, it was also, what was it? West Virginia and Virginia also. Like, the weather is so extreme that it's like, it's scary, unpredictable. And yeah, so there's something going on with, I don't know, specific. Be gross, are you here? Right, that's crazy. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. I know Tennessee got tornadoes. I know. It's sad. Right, there we go. Oh, I didn't think, no, but you were talking about FEMA. And that's why the FEMA cuts, those people, that's sad, you know? And they got hit, when was that? That I made a wish list for the Eastern Kentucky flooding the last time they got flooded. So they just started getting over, right, 2022, yes. they just started getting over the devastation, and they get hit again. It's terrible. It's terrible. I think it's right, Lisbeth, but I think it's just like global warming. So many. It's sad. And it's like where do you even go? I agree. FEMA. I was in Louisiana after a major storm a couple of years back, and it's so sad. Right. Yeah, that's somebody said that earlier. WTF said when I move back to Florida, I'll fly over her. I was like, I don't know if I'm getting on a flight. I don't know if that's going to happen. You know, I can't. And they should, Mahalo. I remember we didn't really, I know. Thank you, Anya. Stop. I remember when we got Sandy, right? Which in New York, we don't get hit with hurricanes like that. So we got hit with Sandy. My kids were young, maybe like 8, 9. And I got up and started working like at like a volunteer shop stuff, like where you sort donations, right? And my kids were off of school. I woke their asses up and told them, let's go. And they were like, what? This is what you do. You have to, especially when people need it, you know. It's terrible. Sandy was bad for the East Coast because we don't get that. I remember Seaside was like underwater. Literally, like the roller coasters that are on the Seaside Boardwalk were underwater. Right. It's and still my daughter does more than my son, but they're both pretty good about like service work. Yeah, it's terrible. Did y'all hear that Mike the Situation opened a treatment center? Hi, Chevy. Carol. Trees are rough. And people think it's the wind. It's not. It's the rain. It's the rain. Because the roots get soaked and they just... Yeah, that's what I heard. GTL include, they better be, bitch. Yeah, right. Same, just Mary. That's one thing I'm really glad that they always, you know. Yeah, I heard it. I didn't know. Right. And let me tell you something. It does something to you when you see how's KB and Raggedy. They're good. I never answered my DM from KB, but I did speak to her earlier. I forgot what I was going to say now. I'm really glad that my kids are like good humans, right? 7. It'll be done soon. And I'm dreading it. Hi, Alicia. I think that people think that it's not something that I get joy out of at all. It isn't something that I enjoy doing at all. Oh, yeah, when you see devastation like that is heartbreaking, especially when you're there, right? When you see it affects you, right? It's super heavy, y'all. It's super heavy. Oof, I'm so glad my kids don't play games with stuff like that. Yeah, because it's not. And I really hate that it's come to this. I really do. I don't like, it's not something I enjoy doing. The wind is bad here, so I can't imagine how bad it is there. I agree, Be Happy. I agree. I do. I know people get like confused about like my political stance. I think they're all garbage. All of them, from the top to the bottom. I think that they're all trash. I think that they all take oaths that they do not really take care of. Right? It's about money for them. It's not about us. Unfortunately. I agree. And it's unfortunate what it's going to take to get to that, but amen, WTF. So it's not about I prefer this person over the other. I think they're all corrupt. Just my opinion, you know. Do I have a certain opinion on the president that is now currently in office? Yes, but that's because I'm a New Yorker. Corruption is corruption. Greed is greed. And I would tell you, if fucking Joe Biden committed crimes, I'd want him locked up too. I'm not impartial to one or the other. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal. Period. Hi, witchy woman. I'm just about to end. Riley, did you figure out what was going on about that thing we were talking about? Okay, is everything all right? Wait, what is that? What is that second one? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Hold on, y'all, yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost done, y'all. I don't know what the second one means. You're gonna have to elaborate on it. Yes, I'll try to come in and pass out to your live. I hope everybody has a good night. Don't be a piece of shit today. You know, it's pretty simple. Just try to be a better human today than you were yesterday, and sometimes that comes with an apology. If you were wrong, I apologize all the time. I don't know why people have such a fucking hard time doing so. I didn't. I know that Hamad was in here earlier, but I don't think he's really screwing around with her much anymore. But I hope everybody has a good night. Eat some crow. It happens to me all the time. I don't know why people have such a hard time, but guess what? If you cannot recognize your wrongs and apologize when you're wrong, you're not going to be a better human tomorrow, because growth happens